Yo, what is going on guys? Mr. Teevil here, and welcome to a little look at Industry Giant 4.0, set to release on October the 24th in early access. This is currently a pre-release demo available on the Steam Fest page right now. As you can see on the screen right now, the demo, you get to play a 9 km square map, which is that little section in the center, and then surrounding that is up to 100 kilometers. That's how big the maps are going to be. Absolutely incredible. There is going to be 80 plus goods and 130 vehicles, detailed economic system and growing towns, various ways to become a millionaire. Thought I'd give a big shout out to Don vs Dodo and Toplitz for hooking me up with a early access key and for working alongside with me with future projects in the future. So very excited to showcase some of their games. I'll leave links in the description down below. You can go check both of those out. But let's get into the demo. So in this demo, we are going to be playing a little bit of the tutorial, just to give you a little feel for the game, show you some of the features it has to offer. Really, really cool game. If you like city building and management, this is right up your street. So let's do this. Here we are. Welcome to the tutorial for Industry Giant 4.0. On this map, there's a town called Rudolphing. Initially, a small town like this has few demands: unpackaged fruit, unpackaged vegetables, and wood shavings. Let's start by getting a production of unpackaged fruit up and running. To begin, you're going to build an agricultural farm. You can open the construction menu by clicking on the toolbar at the bottom of the screen. It's down here, or by pressing a shortcut, which is C. Your tasks are always displayed in the milestone window, which is in the top left. That's up here. If you hover over it, it will give you additional information. So there it says, build a farm in the Northern Farms or Southern Farms area. You can also unpause and pause the game by pressing space bar. Okay, oh, you can't unpause it, you can just pause it, right. So you have to go down to the bottom right to press play. Not a problem. Controls, W, A, S, and D to move around. You can rotate with the mouse wheel and zoom in and out. And you can zoom in so far in this game. Look at how detailed this is. Incredible. Wow. Right, so let's get to it. We can zoom out now. We want to go to Southern Farms or Northern Farms, just up here. And we want to build an agricultural farm. So I'm going to go chuck that down. I quite like this little crossroad. Can we get it on this end? There's no road attached to it. Can we rotate? Potentially? Q to rotate? Yeah, I quite like it there. Okay, the farm's down. We're now going to press play. Let the game do its thing. Farm constructed. Well done. Your first agricultural farm has been established. Now, let's set up your first production. Open the factory window by clicking on the agricultural farm you've just built. Then selecting the production tab. Here you'll find an overview of the active production lines of this industrial building. Unpackaged fruits are grown on fields. To be able to add a production line, you must first place 5 fields around the agricultural farm by clicking place field button. So don't panic if it gets a little overwhelming, because it has done for me many times. You just have to take your time and go reread the things, or have a look over here and it will give you some more information. So click on the farm, the production tab, place the fields. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna rotate these around. These can go anywhere as long as they show up green, then they're good to go. So that's 2. We're not going to be too picky with it, just for the tutorial. And then we'll have one in the middle there. There we go, that's 5 farms, lovely. Now that fields have been built, you can create a production line by clicking on the Add Production button by selecting Unpackaged Fruit in the window to the right. You can now edit the production parameters. Storage overload fees are expensive, so aim to only produce what you actually need. A production amount of 1200 of unpackaged fruit per year should be enough for now. And obviously, depending on seasons and stuff like that, you will need more or less. So obviously, winter times, you're going to produce much less. Once you've configured the production line to your liking, press the apply button at the top of the factory to confirm your pending changes. So let's go ahead and do that. On the farm, add production, unpackaged fruit, select. Okay. And then, was that it? It said to do something else. That's done. The pending changes, that little tick up there. Done. You successfully created your first production line. Once the next production batch cycle starts, you will see the green bar in the production line entry starting to fill up. When it's full, your first unpackaged fruit will be ready to be transported. In the meantime, you should build a grocery store to sell fruit to citizens of Rudelfing. You can find it under the shops tab in the construction or by pressing V. So we'll close all those down. We'll press V. There's the grocery store. And we need to go and pop this in Rudelfing Town Zone. That's where we started, down here. Where should we place a grocery store? On the outskirts, just as they come in? That seems like a nice place. Rotate it around slightly. Okay, stop being too picky. There's great. Okay, that's building. The grocery store is built and ready to sell goods. Now you need to set up a transport line to deliver the unpackaged fruit to the grocery store. Start by building a truck depot. It can be found under the roads tab in the construction menu or by pressing G. The trucks will always return to this depot after completing their task, so choose a location carefully. Right, let's press G. Truck depot is there. So close that menu down. So you want it somewhere in between, I would have thought. Let's see where we can put this then. We could put it in the lower side. Let's put it here then. Okay, I don't mind that. Make sure the road's hooked up. This is an industry area though. Do we want it in there? Upper side. I'm going to go upper side, yeah. Upper side's looking nice. Okay. There we go. Your truck depot has been built and is waiting for your first trucks. For this, you're going to set up a transport line, but before you start, make sure that all the buildings you built in the previous steps are connected to each other via a road. You can get onto the roads with the G tab and then click roads. You've got dirt roads, normal road, and a large road. Ours are all connected, so we're good. To begin creating a new line, open the lines menu by pressing L or clicking the lines button on the bottom of the screen and then click add new road line button. So we can press L or we can go down here. That's the lines button. Let's just minimize that. Add new road line. This will be the same for rail once we get that far. But yeah, add new road. Your new transport line has been created. Next, select a truck depot to determine which vehicles will be used for the line. To do this, click the select truck depot button and select the truck depot you built in the previous step. Then add the farm and the grocery store by clicking add stop buttons. And you can now choose which products are loaded and unloaded at each stop. Configure the line so that unpackaged fruit are loaded at the farm and then unloaded at the grocery store. An amount of 300 per stop should be enough for now. Finally, press the accept button at the top right of the window to confirm your pending changes. So here we go. Select truck depot. Over here to the right, you'll see this be blue. That's the one we just built, so we'll click that. That's added that. Stops. We now want to add stops. Add a stop. We want to add the farm. And then we also want to add the grocery store, which was down here. So this one, add unpackaged fruit. And this is going to be loading. And this, as you hover over, is going to be unloading. That is perfect. Now confirm. Truck line is set up. You created your first transport line. You can always go back and add more stops and more products to be transported by going to the lines menu. Oh, we wanted to change this to 300, didn't we? How did we do that? Can we just type it in? You can. Right, we're going to confirm the changes on that, I think. We'll try to. There we go. Okay, that's better. Right, sorry. You can always go back to the... and add more stops. Yeah, by... okay. Got really confused then. Of course, nothing is actually going to be transported without vehicles, which you will need to buy by signing a vehicle contract. To do so, click on your truck depot, open the depot tab, and click on the purchase vehicles button. Here you can configure the parameters for your vehicle contract. For now, sign a contract to buy 6 trucks of any type. Got you. So here we go on the truck depot. Let's have a little zoom in at the detail of this truck depot. It looks quite cool. All the trucks lined up, look. Pretty sick. Right, okay. Truck depot. Depot. Purchase vehicles. If this could just come out of the way a second. So we wanted 6 vehicles, didn't we? Okay, I'm struggling to get the slider to get to 6, so we can just type in there 6. Perfect. Where do I get vehicle from? Ah, type here. So depot, be this one, truck depot 1, type. Can I move this window down a bit? Yes, that's good. So we're just going to have the standard vehicle type here. And then we're going to sign a contract. Sign an individual contract. Did that work? Not enough vehicles available in depot line. I've messed up somewhere. No, I think that's done. I think we're okay. That's my contract? Yeah. Okay, we're good, guys. We're good. So I'll get this back out again. Wait for your vehicles to be delivered. That's all we're on. So you can actually use this over here and we can fast forward. We're going to do that. And hopefully we get some vehicles delivered soon. Okay, something's happening. We have the trucks. Okay. It does take a while as well. I had the game on full speed then. And I had to wait like a little bit of time. But they're here, so don't panic. That's it. You now have your first small fleet of trucks that will start to transport products on your first transport line. Transport line will automatically request trucks from the connected depot to transport selected goods. All you have to do now is wait for the first lot of unpackaged fruit to be grown, and your truck will automatically start transporting them to the grocery store. Before you continue, go back to your agricultural farm and take a closer look at the production tab. Notice you can add multiple production lines to an industry building. Add a second production line of unpackaged vegetables and set up a transport line to deliver them to the grocery store. So it will be a similar process. Oh look, the fields have grown. This is cool. So if we click on the farm, production, and we can add a second production line. We just move that out of the way. Second production line by. This thing gets in the way. Ah, there we go. We got rid of it. My bad, my bad. So we place another 5 fields. Let's do it over this side. This is going to be the vegetable fields. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Add production. Unpackaged vegetables. Select. Oh, there we go. And then we now need to set a new production line to take it. Let's confirm that. We need to now take, make a new line, sorry. So press L for line, add a new line. We're going to select the truck depot. Going to be this one. Can we just add it to that one? No, it says set up a new one, so that's what we're going to do. So there, and then stops. We want to add a stop from this one to the grocery store down the bottom. We want to have unpackaged vegetables. I'm going to put this on the same number just for now, and then we're going to confirm. Okay, that's done. So obviously we have a trucking line going from one to the other. So let's just have a look at my vehicles. Here we go. They will do their thing. They're all set. That's really good. Okay, I like that. Okay, now construct a logging camp and place it inside the lump forest zone. So construction menu again. Logging camp's now available. Where did it say to place that again? Inside lump forest zone. This is lump forest. Okay, this place. This has got rail tracks. This is kind of crazy. So we're going to place this down. And then place required 3 forests around the logging camp. I'm getting really confused now. Oh no, that one's done. That's my bad. Okay, the sawmill can be found under the industry tab and the construction menu. There we go, sawmill. And this needs to be placed in a valid zone. Do we go across the way? Or up here? I think across the water could be quite expensive. I don't think that really matters for the time being though, does it? So we'll just get this place down. There's not much room here. Okay, we'll place it there as down. Okay, the train depot can be found under the rails tab. Construct them by pressing N. Train depot. That's going to be here. Which way out? That's the way the tracks are facing. So we'll place this just up here. Get very, very techy now. It's not, but it's just my head can't cope with too many things. Right, click on the train depot. And click on the purchase vehicles. Oh, there we go. Depot, purchase vehicles section. Sign a contract to buy a train. So we'll click the depot here. Yeah, did that work? Lines. Create a rail. That's not right. No, this depot, purchase a vehicle. Depot, train depot 1, type. 4 times. Amount? Do we want to buy 1 train? I don't want to buy 5, do we? 1, sign. We bought the train. Excellent. Set up a train transport line to transport wood from the logging camp to the sawmill. Don't forget to build a rail network. Not a problem. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to want to go on, I think, the roads tab, which was, I've completely forgot, here, railroad. We're going to need to connect this now. So click on that. We'll go from this spot to here. And then we'll do 2 lines. We just connect them all up. Let's do it. So these trains can move from there to there. We now want to go ahead and connect this to this. Done. We're going to do it with the remainder of the tracks. I'm kind of winging it now, guys, but there we go. That's on there, and then get this one down to here. Beautiful stuff. Have we made tunnels here? I think we have. Well, that's kind of cool. Auto tunnels. Right, there we go. Then need to make a line, don't we? So we're going lines, add a new rail line, and we're going to select the depot, which is up here. And then we want to add the stops. So we want to transport wood from here to the sawmill. Wood. I'm not really sure on how to work out how much is a good number. That's something I'm going to have to do some future research on. So we're just going to keep it on 100 and we're going to confirm. So we now have a line set up. Perfect. Now add a new production line in the sawmill and set it to produce wood shavings. Production. Add a production line. Wood shavings. Select. Perfect. And now the hardware store can be found in the shops tab and place a hardware store in a Rudolphing. So let's go and do that. Confirm that. And then we need to set up a truck transport line to transport wood shavings from the sawmill to the hardware store. Got you. If we could just close that down, that's great. So we're going to find hardware store now. It should be in the industry tab. Hardware store. Where can we fit this? I mean, imagine it doesn't matter if you end up breaking down a couple of houses. Trying to get it so we can get it in without destroying houses. Ah, I can go there, look. Come on, squeeze it in. Boom, we're in. Hardware is done. Then we need to set up a transport line, don't we? A truck transport line to transport wood shavings from the sawmill to the hardware store. Got you. So we will go on lines, add a new line. This is the truck depot. And then stops. We're going to want sawmill, hardware store, and hardware, wood shavings. Confirm. There we go. Just like that, we are now transporting wood from there to there. Excellent. But guys, as you can see, this is going to be the same process for all your industries. There's going to be multiple vehicles, land, air, sea, loads of different ways of transporting, loads of different industry, and there's just so much to get into. I just wanted to give you a little feel for the game. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts and feelings on the game, and see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.